Okay, so in this part of the video, this is where the design takes place. So I'll just show you a previous one I'd done, which was this kitchen knife, which was the client meant for the middle one in the end. So this build is a Kukri. So I need to try and design that on the paper here with the help of some French curves and other bits and pieces, and that's pretty much where my knife making starts, from paper design to a solid design. Okay, so I've been at it now about 3 hours now, and I've just submitted the third profile to the client who's commissioned me to build him this knife. So I'll just switch camera and then we'll come down. So this is the one I've just recently sent to him, which pretty much was this one, but I just reduced it and sort of like overlaid it by about 20, I think about 20 mil, I think, something like that, and reduced the handle size. So his dimensions were an 8-inch blade, which I think we're just about there, and around about a 90 mil instep here for his hand. I think we got about 110 at the moment, so I'm hoping by the time he gets back to me, I'm only going to be changing this part of the knife, but we'll soon see. And pretty much that's why I generally don't take commissions, because I like to build what I want to build, and in my own time. So this is a love job for a favour of what he's going to do for me. So we'll see how it goes. Okay guys, so in this part of the build I've done all the paperwork, and I just like to clean up all the lines and measurements by using knifeprint.com. So I'll just switch the camera around and take you in. So this is the profile we've got at the moment. So I've just had to clean up this edge along here, but it's a great little bit of kit, this. So, you know, I can take it from there and it will give me obviously the full length, which is around about 350 mil, so just around about 14 inches. The blade edge is just 8.5 inches, 280 mil, right thereabouts. From spine to blade edge 60, so yeah, about 2 inches, 2.5 inches at its highest point. The handle is around about 130 mil, so about 4.5, just over 4.5 inches. The good thing about this is, you know, I can come up here and add some nodes to it, these along here, and then you can, let's take that one, and then you can move it up and down, change the profile. So this is sort of like the stage where I'm at, and also you can do like the curved lines, so you can pull them down and up to, you know, just to suit whichever you like. So it's a great little bit of kit which you need, well, not necessarily need, but what I like to use at this stage of the knife build. Okay guys, so I've got the hard template made out of just some I think it's 10 mil ply. So this is what I'm going to work off. The client has come over, he's had a look at it, and I've also got a companion knife with it as well, which is a small knife, just for sort of like like camping duties, cooking, cutting his steak and stuff like that around a campfire. So this is going to go into a sheath like so, so you can draw the one out, use it and keep this in, but that's going to be like another video. So anyway, so as we're at the hard template, client comes over, we discuss this, he holds it, puts it in his hand, you know, stuff like that, and then we talk about the blade profile edge. That was decided, that's staying. Same with this one, that's staying. Handle design, we slightly changed. If you can see this part here, just so as it flows with the angle of the handle whilst it's in the sheath. And also these two areas here, which we're changing on a finger choil, just so as he has a slight disability from his left hand, which is mostly plated from this area round, so he's got restricted movement in this hand, so he always knows where he holds his knife, and that is generally going from like that into there. So we've made that a little bit more accessible for him to do that. So yeah, that's the stage we're at the moment. Steel is going to be 8670. I've worked this steel before, and I know it's tough steel, and it's going to be ideal for this. High carbon steel, so it's going to be ideal for this this project of these knives. So I did suggest we put this into a smaller, maybe like a 3mm blade, but he's like, no, let's keep it the same, so we've got the same spine and thickness. So yeah, so there we go, that's where we are now. Okay, so there's the profile done of the Kukri for the commissioned knife for a friend of mine, and there's its little companion knife. Now the reason behind this, as I've said before, is the guy's hand, left hand, doesn't work so good, so he's come up with this way of holding it in his left hand, and we're keeping the same profile on this. Okay guys, I skipped through the drilling process and the hand sanding before heat treatment. It's a very boring part of the build, so I didn't think you'd be interested in that, but let me show you what's happened. So this is the build so far, with the holes drilled out. We've hand sanded this from 120 to 400, so we've gone 120 and then we've gone up through the grits, and then we've ended up with a 400 forward section hand sanding.
The green compound you can see on it is anti-scaling compound, which will save me time on the next hand sanding process after heat treatment. The small companion knife, exactly the same. We started from 120 and went up to 400 in a forward section hand sanding. This side, I drilled this side of the handle because he's having no scales, double scales. He's only having a single scale on this, so as it fits in the palm of his hand. And as I said earlier, he has a problem, an issue with one of his hands, so that's the reason why there's nothing on this side, but just like a palm swell that side. So yeah, so that's the process so far. This has also got the anti-scaling compound on as well. These will be going into the heat treat tomorrow, so let's crack on.